Hello and welcome to another video. I have a huge announcement to make at the end of this video, so stay and watch to the end. But you came here to see me talk about hunting and to hunt people. That sounded really bad. To hunt people in a video game while I talk about hunting. Oh, my first time hunting. So anyways, I'll jump right in. So, I guess I should start this story off as any story starts. It's a story of the time I went hunting. You could probably tell that from the title. So, what happened this time I went hunting? I say the time I went hunting. One of the times I went hunting. This was my first time hunting, and I was new to it, and we were doing it for. So basically, to explain what was going on, there was like a gun club. For non-Americans, a gun club is like this place where you go and shoot guns. But there was a gun club that my friend's dad was a part of, and so they're like, hey, yo. This gun club every year does this event where they like take a bunch of high school age kids and late middle school and have them hunt pheasants. And I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. So anyways, I basically was like, okay, I want to do this. But of course, because I lived in Massachusetts, you're required to like do a bunch of different things before you can hunt, or even like basically hunt or shoot a gun or whatever in Massachusetts, because Massachusetts is incredibly lame, and so, I'm taking ridiculous amounts of damage. But anyways, so I did all these courses, which took forever, and we would go to, they basically also had this thing where they actually taught you how to hunt. So, where was it? Oh yeah, they said they had this thing that taught you, like, how to hunt. Like, it wasn't required, to go on the hunt, but, like, basically, you would go out and you'd like, shoot the shotguns at these little clay things for, like, an hour. Or whatever. Now, I didn't own a shotgun, so I was going to be using one of the gun club members' shotguns. That was part of it. It was like, if you didn't own one, they'd provide one. Basically, so you could get the experience of hunting at a young age, responsibly and all that. Whatever, yada, yada, yada. So we would go and shoot. It was absolutely terrible. Like, I was awful at this. When I say awful, I mean, like, other people, I just shot healing sheep in the wrong direction. Other people would get, like, I don't know, like, 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. I was getting like 2 out of 10 if I was lucky. I remember the first time I got like 5 out of 10, and I was like, dang, that's a lot. Oh, that's gonna kill me. But anyways, I remember the day of the hunt, or the day before the hunt comes. No, the day of the hunt comes. Now, I think I was in high school, maybe middle school. No, I was in middle school. I was definitely in middle school. This was not high school. So in middle school, I didn't ever wake up before like 2 in the afternoon. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I, like, never woke up early. And so, the day of the hunt comes, it's, like, sunrise. I died. It's sunrise. For context, it's around, like, October, maybe September. So, sunrise is not that early, but still, I had not, like, never seen dawn before. Like, I was so tired, and it was cold, because it was the beginning of autumn. So anyway, it was the beginning of autumn, and we go out. My dad and I were driving there. I remember just wanting to fall back asleep, but also being incredibly awake because I was going hunting for the first time, and also it was freezing cold, so it was a bit hard not to be 100% awake. So I remember we were driving along a little blue Taurus, and we get there, and we're waiting. We got to a club because we had to go to a club first to meet up. So we're waiting at the club, like the gun club, not like a strip club or something. But we're waiting at the club, and where was I? So we're waiting at the club, and I'm sitting there, and we're waiting, and one of the guys is like, get this kid a sandwich. Now, for context, I was like, probably like 70 pounds. I mean, I didn't pass 100 pounds till I was like 14, 15 years old, in weight. So I was tiny. By the way, this does actually, going back a bit, when I was practicing with the guns, like, normally, they start you off on a 20 gauge, I think it is, and then move you to 12 when you're starting. At least that's what they did where I was. No, I had to use, like, this other gun that was so small, it was measured like a rifle instead of a shotgun when I was starting, because of how like, small I was. Anyways, side tangent, wasn't that important. So where was I? Yeah, so anyways, back to the original story instead of going on a side tangent. So he told me I need a sandwich, and lucky for me, we were going to have more than just a sandwich. So sir, please, I'm trying to tell a story here. Can you shut up? We take our car over to the field where the pheasants are going to be hunted. And for context, usually you need to stock a field with pheasants. They're too stupid to actually grow in the wild. So yeah, we stocked the field with pheasants. Well, I didn't personally, but they were stocking it. So we were staying there waiting, and they gave us coffee. I remember I was really excited because I was in middle school, so like coffee was like my alcohol, if that makes sense. Like in middle school, I wasn't allowed to have coffee much. My mom hated it. I don't know why. So anyways, yeah, I had some coffee, which was like so special for me, and I was like, yay! But anyways, that happens. And then there were also like pancakes. Like these guys made us a full frickin' breakfast. It was amazing. Like they set up a griddle on the back of one of their trucks, and so we were waiting. And you had to go out 2 at a time, and they had like these dogs there that would help us, I guess. So anyways, so I go out my first time. I don't get anything. I go out again. I didn't get anything. Because they keep going until every kid has got it. Or until, like, you know. And you limit 2 per kid. So anyways, we keep going out. Remember, I'm a terrible shot. So I've missed, like, 4 or 5 pheasants by this point. And it's getting late. Like, it's just me who hasn't gotten one. And these guys are getting tired. Like, they don't want to be there anymore. It's, like, the afternoon. I have an event after this. So, like, my parents are like, come on. You haven't hit anything. Like, we're okay, and then I get the ultimatum. Like, if you don't hit something during this next hunt, well, too bad, because you suck. That's basically the ultimatum. So I was like, oh, well, that sucks. So, like, we go out, and the dog's with us, and we're waiting. And there's not a lot of pheasant left, which is, like, I wish I had hit earlier, because it would have been way easier. But anyways, so it's the last, it's the last one, and last group to go out, and so we're going out, and the dog finds a pheasant finally, just as we're about to turn back. And I was like, yes! And he lifts it up, and the pheasant goes up, and I shoot, and the pheasant keeps flying. I was like, oh no, I missed. I was like so devastated. So anyways, the dog immediately picks up another scent though. So we're like, okay, we'll keep going. There's another pheasant like right here, might as well. So we're following, and the dog runs in a bush. So normally when a dog runs into a bush, it's to flush the pheasant out, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically so the pheasant will fly up and then you can shoot it. But anyways, the pheasant wasn't coming out. Like, the dog was right on top of this bird, and it was bush, and it was not coming out. Like, we were like, what is going on? Ow. So we were like, what is going on? So eventually, the guy who was like with us, like, because you need to have like an actual licensed gun guy with you, like someone who has a license. Again, Massachusetts is dumb, but like he also like had a hunting license. He knew what he was doing, and we're basically like on these guys' license. So anyways, he goes over to the bush that the dog's been flushing, and he starts kicking at it. The bird does not come out, so he reaches in to like grab it because like why not? And he reaches in, he pulls out a bird. So it was the bird that I had shot earlier. I forgot to mention, when I shot this bird, there was a dead tree behind it, and it, like, freaking exploded. So I thought I completely missed. No, I had, like, nipped the bird, so it kept flying, and then died, like, a bit off. And so, anyways, I got the bird. It was kind of sad, because usually when you kill a bird and it's your first pheasant, you take their, like, tail feathers and stuff. But I was, like, not that emotionally involved, I guess. I don't really know. I didn't really care that much about the tail feathers at the moment, because I was, like, freaking out. I just want the pheasant pot pie that was there when we got back. But then the next day, I was like, wait, that's my first kill. I want those tail feathers. By the way, I did not skin this thing. So I had someone else do it for me because I was like, we were in a rush and they knew how to do it. So I was mostly kids that skinned it. So I didn't grab the feathers, and we were like, whatever. And then the next day though, I felt like devastated. Like I was so sad. I was like, no, I didn't get the feathers. So we went back. Which is, now that I look at it, I made my parents drive like 45 minutes. Okay, it wasn't 45 minutes. Well, it was a total of 45, because it was like half of 45 there, half of 45 back. So I made them drive so far, and the feathers weren't even there. I was just like, bruh. Like, goated father moment, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would be so annoyed at my son, but he was like, okay, whatever. But going back to the main plot, yeah, so we went back to the thing, and we basically just enjoyed the pot pie and then left. And that's kind of it, really. That's honestly the entire story. If you guys liked that video, remember to subscribe down below, like, comment, all that jazz. Also, the big announcement I forgot to make at the end of the story, which is very important, is I have joined something called the Hype Unit. So, yeah, anyways, that's mostly over on my X, which, by the way, go follow me there. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye!